Oh my gosh, you guys have to excuse this quarantine wait. But it's over now. Mandatory that you start with a clean sink. So for seasonings, we have to have seasoning. Who's not gonna put seasoning in food? Maybe in Mars they don't onion powder, garlic powder, I don't know. Salt, paprika, cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper, parsley, Ceylon. So aside from my seasonings, I have my ground chicken because I don't eat beef and I do eat turkey, but cooking at somebody else's house and they don't eat. So that ground chicken, you need a green pepper and an onion, garlic. You can either do a fresh garlic clove or you can do the minced garlic. And yes, I have garlic powder, but you need both of them. So Prego 3 cheese is one of my favorite. Pasta sauces, I have Parmesan cheese, my noodles, of course. Then I have some sharp cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, and butter. So this is pretty much that I will be. So when you boiling your water for your noodles, you want to sprinkle just a little bit of salt, just a little razzle dazzle. You just want to sashay that up there. Like I did that sachet. Yeah. That is not a little bit. I'm heavy handed. Just a little douse of olive oil. That is to keep the noodles from sticking together and from the bottom of the pot. Okay, so I have my green pepper here. Usually I wouldn't show nobody how to cut a green pepper because you should know how to, but some people don't. So what I like to do with mine, I like to just cut it like this and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. And then after I get strips like this, then I just go that way. So that's how I dice that up. So I'll go back to that to save time, but then I'll show you how to cut the onion. I always cut the ends off first. I know onions burn a lot of people, but I think that the more you cook with onions, and I'm somebody that cooks with onions, I literally put onions in just about everything. If you don't eat onions, don't even call my phone. But I cut that in half, and then once I cut that in half, then I cut the same way I did the green peppers. I pretty much just lay it flat and I cut vertically, then I go back and cut it horizontally. I'm really a meat freak, y'all. This usually wouldn't be me, but I'm not at my house, like I said. But yeah, so I just cut that way, then I'll go back and I'll cut chop 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 the other way. And yeah, so that's that. And like I said, the more you cut onions, the easier to get for you. Like I'm literally standing here over these onions and I'm not crying a river. And I'm dramatic, so yeah, that's it. I do want to at least share the tips with you that I was once taught back when I wasn't a G. Onions used to burn my eyes and make me cry. But sometimes they say you could pour a glass of water and literally just sit it right beside whatever area you're cutting it, and I guess the water absorbs whatever it is in the onion and make the eye burn. That's one thing. And then I also learned the trick of only cutting one side of the onion and leaving that bottom crunchy stalk piece down there, and that kind of saves it too. So you can try that if you're not a G like me. You can try that, and maybe, just maybe a G, I don't know. Maybe it'll work for you. All right, so once you, now I'm about to make the ground chicken, but before I do that, I like to put some butter in my pan, and then I go in with all those beautiful onions and peppers that I cut up. And you want to make sure that you put your garlic, your minced garlic in there, however you cut it up, whatever kind of garlic. And you just let that simmer down. Now, this is when the house starts smelling good. it don't even be the meat or, you know, the sides, shit like this. Like your onions and your garlic and your green peppers that you just sauteing a little bit. That will have your house smelling like a 5-star restaurant, period. Listen, use whatever analogy you want, but it will definitely have your house smelling. I recommend everybody having something like this in their kitchen. I don't know what it's called, but this is where you want to put your spoons and stuff. It's going to keep you so that you can keep everything together. You don't lose it, because before I invested in something like this, I used to lose my knife or the tongs because I would have everything in my kitchen all over the place. So I highly recommend you investing in one of these if you're going to be cooking on a regular smeller. This don't have to cook till it's like crazy mushy or anything, because you have to think about it. You're going to put it back into the ground turkey, chicken, whatever you're making with the sauce, and it's going to go in the oven. So it'll definitely, you know, cook all the way through. So you can take that out and put it to the side. Okay, so here is where I am putting all of my seasonings in here. You just want to be generous. Don't be stingy. Because then it's going to be bland. So you want to just, I don't do all that measuring, teaspoon, tablespoon, all of that crap. Real G's, just eyeball it and you'll be fine. For people that was wondering, like, maybe why I was doing Lowry's seasoning salt and salt, it kind of comes down to a preference. I was brought up on salt, so salt is going to go in everything. But as I got older and a little bit more knowledgeable about, you know, how much salt is not that good for you, I did start, you know, just putting a really small amount in my food. But you best believe a little pinch of salt is definitely going in every entree made by the Sashay Secrets. What I've learned over time with the difference between ground turkey and ground chicken and versus ground beef, the juice, like chicken and turkey. In other words, it's just more lean and less fat. Versus beef, you'll have like a really thick grease, it just looks that like will form as you're 10 cooking pounds. It. And it just looks unhealthy, you know. But this is just a little juice. And so once you know that, you know, all of the little pink, nothing's pink, no more pink in here, that's typically when you know that it's done, but you still want to keep just giving it a little stir. You may even, at this time, you could taste a little piece just to make sure that it's seasoned to your liking. If you need a little more salt or a little more flavor, you can always do some more garlic powder, onion powder. Don't be afraid of those kind of things. A lot of people be feeling like, oh, you know, that's too much. It's not a lot of salt in that kind of stuff. Like, that's literally just a nice little flavor. So I always load up on my garlic powder, my spices, things like that, and I always cut it back with the seasoning salt and the regular salt. This is almost done. It's safe to go ahead and put it in. I say maybe in another 2-3 minutes, we'll go ahead and drop those lasagna noodles in there. Once you put your noodles in there, they're going to hang out a little bit, but as they soften up, it will fall in the water. And you only want to leave that in there for like a little under 10 minutes because you got to put it in the oven. So you want to make sure that you don't overcook it and then it be like mushy. But also you can go ahead and turn your stove on, put it on 375. Y'all, I'm not even about to show y'all because I don't know how to work that just all too swiftly. But I'm going to show y'all this. You can go ahead and meat out the strainer, put it back in that pot, add your sauce, and put your onions and your green peppers and your garlic back in there. Get that a good mix and just let that simmer because that's pretty much done. Stay tuned for a sachet. I'm going to give you a secret. All right. Here's a sachet secret. I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in there. You know, some people put sugar in their spaghetti. I do that just a hint, but I use brown sugar, sis. That's the tea. And a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And you just want to do a dab of that because we all know that's strong. But there's your 2 sachet secrets for this meal. So those noodles have been steamed. And as you can see, they are al dente. I think that's how they say it. But they are pretty much done, not all the way done, so they're not crazy mushy. So once I put it in the oven, I don't have to worry about it being mashed potatoes. All right, so we're just gonna layer it. You're gonna do noodles, meat, cheese. Noodles, meat, cheese. Noodles, meat, cheese. Say it with me. And we all say it together. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is 3 layers. I ended up doing noodles, meat, cheese, noodles, meat, cheese, noodles, meat, cheese. And now that this is the top layer, I like to load up on the cheese on top, of course. And just to kind of get a nice coat, you want to put a little bit of paprika on top. Because when you bake it, that's how you get it. People don't be having they baked macaroni and they pastas in the oven for a super long time to get that nice crispy coat. It's the paprika. So that's another Sashay secret. And now this is going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. And we will come back with the finishing product. Use this downtime to clean stove, wash the dishes. Okay, so I am making some garlic bread because somebody forgot the bread. So you're just going to put some butter. You have potato bread, so that was actually a little different. I don't really eat potato. I eat potato bread, but I don't buy it. You're gonna sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder up there, some parsley, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I also forgot to mention, I had this on the counter, but I forgot to mention that I put this in my lasagna as well. So as I layered it with cheese, this was sprinkled on top. So then you want to just put a little bit on your bread like that. Yep. And this is what you get. So just throw that in the oven for like 10 minutes. And since I probably got like 10 more minutes left on the lasagna, now I'll go ahead and throw that in there. Ooh, I know you just want to cut into that lasagna, but you gotta let it sit, boo. You gotta let it sit at least 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes. Okay, guys. So this is, I cut a slice, and I am going to get a little up close and personal so that you can see. I'm gonna pray over this. Amen. It's a hit, y'all. Hit maker. It's a hit.